Do you feel like there's some advice you can give on focus and sticking to it?
Yeah, I just think that you have to find what fits with your personality. You just have to dial into the brokerage. Real estate changes every single day. And if you're not up to date with whatever's going on, then you're going to be left behind.
What are you doing on social media that you see working the best?
Obviously, consistency.
Consistency is the only real cheat code. We like to say that around here. And it's like, if you want something to work, you just have to do it over and over and over.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be perfect.
Do you recommend like a brand new agent getting a coach right away?
I would say yes.
You would?
I mean, if not a coach, at least a mentor.
What do you think is the biggest opportunity for agents right now?
So if you can just grind, stay focused, do whatever it is that you need to do next year, the year after, like you're going to be good. So I think if you just stay focused, that you'll thrive in the end.
Suzette, welcome to Real Estate Visionaries.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to be here.
I'm excited to have you. You have done a lot of different stuff. I was doing some research on Instagram and Google, just trying to like learn a little bit about you.
Yeah.
You've done a lot of stuff. And the reason I wanted you on is just, you've been doing this a little while. I feel like you've found some success in it. I think you have some stories to share, which is valuable for people first getting into the industry. And I think you're doing a lot of basics very well. And I think that that's almost underrated nowadays.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to dive into that.
Okay.
I guess let's just start off by, can I learn a little bit about you? When did you get into real estate and why?
Yeah, this is always kind of a funny story. So I got in 2016. Before I got into real estate, I was a paralegal, legal assistant for years.
Okay.
And then my husband at the time and we had our first child, and everyone was like, "Oh, you're gonna want to stay home with her." And I was like, "I've been working since I was 14. Like, no, you know."
Yeah.
And then I have her, and of course, my world changed, and I thought that I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. So I tried it for a year. Within 6 months, I was like, I'm going crazy. Like, I love this little girl, but I need work is a part of who I am as a person. And the last attorney that I worked for, he was a mergers and acquisitions, a corporate attorney. We did a little bit of title work and stuff like that. So I learned real estate on that side of it. Yeah. And then one of my really close friends, she was also in real estate. She had 3 kids and she did well. So I was like, maybe I should look into this. You know, it was like a $2,000 commitment, basically, like between school and, you know, your brokerage fees and all that. And so I just went for it. Yeah. And then it quickly just became a passion, like really, because I'm someone that loves to give back and loves to love on people and, you know, and now I'm able to do it through real estate.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. You started on the like M&A side. Did you... I feel like that has got to bring a lot of value to what you do today.
For sure. I mean, you know, I'm very focused on contracts. I'm very focused on deadlines, you know, like just on all the details, which I think is obviously super important in a transaction, you know.
Very
that's
important.
A huge financial thing, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Do you do any business transactions at all?
I don't.
Okay.
You know, that's its own beast, I feel. I like to kind of stay in my lane. There's some people that I see that they're, you know, great at doing both, and for now, I'm good just keeping it in residential.
Yeah. Okay. I just didn't know. So you started Keller Williams?
I did.
And you're still at Keller Williams?
Yep, that's right.
That's kind of unusual.
I know. I'm blessed. I didn't know, and I think things just happened the way that they should. And it was just the Keller Williams was by where I lived when I relocated to Orlando. And then the team leader there, Dave Chubb, love him. You know, he just poured into me. He kind of challenged me. You know, he was like, that's it? Like, that's all that you want to do? And then, yeah, he just poured into me. And then after that, it's been a family, you know, and I think that that's super important in real estate because it can get lonely. Yeah. And my office is amazing. Like, we all take care of each other. We all support each other. Our education and training and all of that is top notch. So I'm able to continue to grow and go, you know, through whatever market we're going through. And, you know, there have been a couple things that have, like, maybe other brokerages that might have caught my eye for certain things, but it's family. Yeah. Ultimately.
I love that. I think a lot of agents kind of jump around a little bit looking for that
shiny object.
Yeah, I guess the shiny object, right? What do you have any advice for those people that, and no shade towards them, you know, they might try a new place every year, every other year. Do you feel like there's some advice you can give on focus and sticking to it?
Without being shady?
I think it's really just from an advice standpoint. Yeah. Or from your perspective.
Yeah, I just think that you have to find what fits with your personality, though, too. You know, I think that that's important. And then you just have to dial into the brokerage, because if you're not, then someone's going to be like, oh, this is this is what we do over here. This is what we do. And you don't realize that maybe your brokerage already does that, but you're not dialed in. So maybe you don't know. Right.
That's a great point.
I think that's ultimately it. We have a lot of people that come back to our brokerage. They try other brokerages out and then they come back because Keller Williams offices are franchises. So not all of them are the same. And I didn't know that when I first started. I was like, oh my God, I love this office. Keller Williams, like, no, not my family. Then I started meeting other Keller Williams agents as I got into the business for longer. And they're like, oh, our office doesn't do that. Or our office doesn't do that. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Ours does.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
What I know about Keller Williams from my outside perspective is that they do a lot of training.
Yeah.
Is that true? Okay.
Yeah, real estate changes every single day. And if you're not up to date with whatever's going on, then you're going to be left behind.
Yeah.
And you should be doing whatever it is that you can do to provide the best customer service to your clients in real estate. So
yeah. And that comes from education.
Yeah.
It really does.
100%.
Are you going to go to Bold?
Oh my God. I've been to Bold. I lost count. I think my last one was like 10 or 11.
Okay.
Because the thing is I'm someone that looks at other people that have been in the business for a long time. If they're still doing it, I should probably still do it. Again, it's just another avenue to be able to sharpen your skills, learn new skills, and just continue to provide great customer service to your clients.
Yeah. We're sponsoring Bold this year.
Oh, yeah? Yay.
Yeah. So we'll be there in a few weeks.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's super fun.
That's awesome.
I love that they do that. It's such a unique thing to the brokerage.
It is.
Just really pushing the education side.
Yeah. And ultimately, the thing is it also focuses on not just business, but also on how to make yourself a better person.
Yeah.
Which I think that I am grateful for Keller Williams because not only have I grown as a businesswoman, but I've grown personally, right? Individually, which is super important, I think.
Do you have a team or is it just you?
I don't. I did. My old assistant, she was licensed as well. And I have a new assistant coming on next week, which I'm very excited about.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah. And then once we get that rolling, then the team is definitely the ultimate goal.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So what's your reason behind that? Why do you want to start a team?
Because I love to help people. I mentor a lot of new agents, and I think it would be fun to start my own little family, right? Where I can help someone else grow. Real estate has changed my life. Again, sure, financially, but also as a person, as an individual.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to pour into others so that they can change their lives too.
Yeah, that's cool. The people that come to you, why are they normally coming to you for advice or that you're mentoring? Is there like a specific thing or is it just like, hey, I see you're doing stuff? Like, what is that conversation like?
Yeah, I always wonder too, right? I'm like, what is it about me? I don't know. Maybe because I'm personable. Maybe because I do sell, and I am active on social media and I'm very open and honest and just truthful about all aspects of me going through it, my clients going through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe they just feel comfortable, and when I meet them, I'm always like, if I can help, let me know. And that's the culture that we have at our office too. We're all like, listen, whatever you need, you have a question, just call me.
Yeah. That's so important. I feel like if you're getting into this industry right now, you need support around you because you're going to have all these questions because the real estate test doesn't give you any
at all.
Yeah. So just have somebody around you that you can send a quick text to and just ask a question like, what is this line on the contract? Or anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like so important.
Yeah.
What are you doing like on a day-to-day right now? Do you have like a schedule that you wake up and you're like, okay, I spend this amount of time prospecting, this amount of time doing this?
Don't tell my coach.
Oh, no.
I should. But listen, I'm a single mom. So my day-to-day, I can't really, the goal is to wake up, prospect, and go on appointments in the afternoon or whatever. Unfortunately, I don't have that luxury sometimes because things change. Like my daughter's sick this morning.
Yeah. But you still made it here.
But I made it here. I'm very proud of myself. I was like, I'm not canceling. Thank God I have my parents that live right down the road.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't. I should. I mean, ultimately, I do know what I need to accomplish weekly.
Okay.
So whether that looks like, it's scheduled or it's just like, listen, I have nothing else going on Friday. I'm going to lead generate all day. I need at least one appointment a week, 2 appointments, whatever the situation is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make it happen.
Your social media, you have quite a few followers. I can't remember the exact number.
It's just
7,300.
That's all.
You're like 7,328.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I think like 69. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
Did you start social media in the very beginning? When did you get your license? 16, you said?
Yeah, 2016.
Did you start right then?
I didn't.
Okay.
No, my sister actually encouraged me to kind of really start focusing on it in 2019. So I did.
Okay.
And now it's just second nature. Like we're gonna take a picture in a little bit, right?
Yeah,
At
yeah.
the end of this, so I can post it to my stories. But I find that it's just an easy outlet for me to share information, education, and then really who I am as a person.
Yeah.
Because people want to hire people that they know, like, and trust, right?
Absolutely.
And so many, like a third of my business comes from social media.
Does it?
Yeah.
That's good to know that.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, I don't know, I get a couple of things here, but to know a third comes from social media.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Pretty dialed in on focusing because then I know where I need to spend my time on, right? But social media takes a lot of work and I don't want to necessarily outsource it because I want it to sound like me, so that, again, people, they know who they're hiring, you know?
What are you doing on social media that you see working the best?
I think just being authentic.
Okay.
Yeah. Just being authentic. Like, you can see my picture this morning. I'm working out. I have my glasses on. They're foggy because I was sweating so hard, and then now they're going to see me dolled up, and then if I'm, my kids are driving me crazy or whatever. I think just being authentic is really it. Obviously, consistency. Mm-hmm. It is a lot of work, right? And people get scared to commit to it. But it works if you put in the work.
I mean, absolutely. You're right. It takes just the consistency. Consistency is the only real cheat code. We like to say that around here. And it's like, if you want something to work, you just have to do it over and over and over.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah, you started in 2019, just kind of part-time. It's interesting to me. I get the question personally a lot, like, should I have 2 accounts? Should I have like a personal account and then all real estate? And like you just said, you just had a photo this morning. It's like at the gym.
Yeah, looking crazy.
I think that I like that better. Like, I like you showing who you are outside of just real estate.
Yeah.
We have another client that they do a lot of fishing and, boating. And I would say this person's Instagram is 80% like fishing and then 20% real estate. And it works so well.
Yeah. Yeah. People want to connect, and especially in this world where it's difficult to make new friends, or at this age, I guess you should say, people want to connect. And then a lot of times all my clients end up being people that I would like hang out with in real life, and it's because they get to know who I am as a person.
Yeah.
And they connect.
I love that. Any goals with social media? Are you trying to go ahead.
Yeah. Obviously I want to grow, thankfully for me, it's quality over quantity. When I say, that I have 7,300 followers, like that's nothing compared to some people, but I've never bought followers. I don't see a dramatic decline in followers. Everything for me is super organic. So yeah, I want to grow. Of course, the more people that I can have following me, the more I can help people, buy and sell real estate. So yeah, that. And then my YouTube is really something that I want to start focusing on. I don't do TikTok. I try to throw on there. But Instagram, I just know it. Every platform is different and I know it and I just know how to do it. So yes, I want to grow on YouTube and then potentially grow on TikTok.
That's cool that you want to do YouTube. I think YouTube's underrated.
Yeah.
There's a lot of space there because it's a harder platform to crack because it's long form. Right. But the people that are doing it, if you stick with it for 2 years, you're going to start to see rewards from that forever.
For sure.
Have you made any videos for YouTube yet? I didn't look at your YouTube channel.
Yeah. So, and basically it's a lot of my short form content that's on there and it's not doing great. It looks beautiful. I do have someone that is doing that because again, I just don't have the time to invest into figuring out analytics and all of that stuff. And it's not working and it's because it needs to be long form.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing it wrong. But I'm committed to creating the content and all of that. I just have to find the time.
Sure.
Because it is like a full-time
don't we
job.
all?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you, when you're planning out your content, do you plan it out? Do you sit down once a month and try to figure out what you're going to film that month?
Yep. 100%.
Okay. What does that look like?
So, I'll schedule the date with my videographer and then I'll just decide what it is that I want to shoot. And then I'll create kind of a script. I kind of can go just like this, like we're doing. I can kind of go off, off the top of my head without having a script or what's the thing called?
A teleprompter?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need that. So then I just kind of figure that out, and then I just kind of lay out like, an idea, and then we do it.
Yeah. What are you using any planning tools, any systems to kind of keep you organized with any of that?
No, and I probably should.
I'm just wondering. You don't necessarily need to. I mean, a lot of stuff we do, like we have a full project management system, but at the end of the day, like sometimes we just use notes. Like if it's something quick and it's like, let's just write it down on here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. That's what I use. Yeah. So I
have questions right now and they're in notes. It could be somewhere else,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, I could pull up my notes right now too. And whenever I get a question from a client that's maybe kind of out of the box or whatever, like I write it down. I'm like, I should create content on this. If this person has a question about it, who knows who else does?
I love that. I think that's advice that we used to give, and I haven't talked about that in a long time. Like if you have anything going on in your day and all of a sudden, and somebody asks you a question, write that question down because now it's a video.
Yeah.
Or if you take a look back at your calendar over the last week, it's like what all happened throughout that week.
Yeah.
There's so many little stories to be told throughout that make for good content.
Yeah.
Because people ask all the time, they say, I don't know what to film. What should I film? Let's just look at what your day-to-day is looking like.
Yeah.
There's stories to be told.
Always. And I think that's also what has helped me to be able to benefit from social media in my business is that I storytell. I'm not like just closed. Congratulations, A and B. I'm like, let me tell you what happened or what we went through or how I won for our clients or what we did. And I think that's really beneficial. I
totally agree. Do you think that your social media helps you land more listings?
I think now, yes. Now that I was very buyer heavy over the past 2 years, I'm balancing out where I'm almost 50-50 now.
Okay.
So
on purpose?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. One of those things that, they say that you need to know who your avatar is because you can't be talking about everything because then you won't land with one person.
True.
Right. So then I was like, well, all I do is talk about the home buying process. I need to start talking about the home selling process. And then sure enough, at the end of last year, I got 2 listings just from someone that found me on social media. We met. I thought it was just one, and then he was like, "No, I have 2 for you."
Oh, cool.
So yeah, and now they're starting to see me marketing my sellers and all of that. So yeah, I think that it's starting to turn.
Okay. I was wondering when you're walking into a listing presentation and you're giving them kind of the pitch of what you do, is the 7,300 followers on Instagram part of that pitch? Like, do you say, hey, we're going to reach a different audience aside from just MLS?
Oh, 100%. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm active. And the thing is these days, everybody's looking you up. Like they're looking you up before they even meet with you or they even reach out to you. Yeah. I just closed a buyer the other day and she found me on Reddit. And I was like,
on Reddit?
Shocked. Yeah. I'm like, I didn't even know. Now I got to figure out how to make myself more visible on Reddit.
Wow.
Yeah, right? I know. I'm still excited about it. But yeah, I think that people these days, they're Googling you before they even meet you, or they're trying to find someone and then they see you. And I'm told it all the time, like they somehow found my name and then they start looking at, my page and then they're like, oh, and we see that you do well by your clients, et cetera, whatever.
Yeah. We just, I just had a conversation about 2 weeks ago now. Somebody reached out to do some real estate content with us and I asked how they found us, normal conversation.
Yeah.
He found us on ChatGPT.
Nice.
I was like, no way. That was the first time I ever heard that.
Yeah. That's exciting.
So I asked what he looked up and he said he looked up real estate content in Central Florida. And we popped up as one of the top options. I was like, that's so cool.
Super cool. I love that for you guys.
But it definitely makes you think about, that's especially ChatGPT, and you brought up Reddit. It's a huge piece of SEO nowadays that people need to be thinking about.
Right. Yeah. We just had Mega Camp for Keller Williams, which is one of our yearly conferences, and that was one of the main topics was AI and and then being able to rank in ChatGPT, things like that.
Yeah.
And how important social media is, how important YouTube is, all of that, because that's the new age. Who's really watching TV? Nobody. They're watching their phones.
Nobody. I haven't had cable in so many years.
Right?
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Do you have what you said? Social media is a third of your leads. Where do the other 66% come from?
Agent referrals, database, and open houses.
Do you do a lot of open houses?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your game plan with those? How do you? Everyone does open houses a little differently.
Yeah,
What's your strategy?
so usually when we get a listing, we'll do what we like to call opening weekend.
Okay.
So we'll list on Thursday, and then Saturday and Sunday we'll hold 2 open houses. And it just kind of depends. I mean, I've done open houses where I just show up, signs are out. And then I've done open houses where I've had ice cream trucks and I'm selling Girl Scout cookies and stuff like that. So it just kind of depends. But yeah, we door knock the community. We send out an email blast. I've put flyers like on mailboxes in communities, like, come to our open houses. Obviously social media, announcing it there. We've done circle prospecting around them, just saying, hey, 14% of buyers usually want to live by someone that they know, family, close friend, coworker, whatever. Who do you want to be your next neighbor?
That's smart.
So we'll get people that way too. So we do a lot around them.
Yeah.
And, it only takes one.
It really does. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's smart. Do you have a certain farm area that you work on?
I don't.
No? Just Orlando and beyond?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's so many ways to sell real estate.
Oh, so many.
Farming is not my deal. I'd rather just put all my stuff on social media.
Yeah.
That's how I farm.
That's fair. How do you balance everything with, I know that's a tough question, but how do you balance? You said you're a single mom. You have your daughter in volleyball and you're running a full-time real estate business. What does that look like? How do you do it? You're like, I don't know.
Working out. Like if I work out in the morning, I know that I'm going to have a great day. I'm going to be able to balance everything. I don't think that balance exists. It's a counterbalance.
I agree.
I've learned that I do need to take time for self-care. And I have a coach who holds me accountable and will tell me if I need to slow down, speed up, whatever it is. And all of that helps.
Yeah. When did you get the coach?
I've been coaching for years, but I just started with my new coach who has been my best coach. And, sometimes it takes a little bit of time to be able to connect with the right coach, especially because you're at a different level of your business always.
Yeah.
And I found her and I'm obsessed with her. She's changing my world in the best way possible.
Can you give me a takeaway that top 1 or 2 things that she's helping you with?
Oh my gosh. Mindset. Ultimately,
really?
For me, I'm a hustler. I'm gonna work. I'm a single mom. Who else is gonna pay the mortgage, right? So I have to work. But again, this business is really hard. We take on all of our clients' emotions and stresses and all of that, and that can be super weighing. Especially if you have your own stuff going on in your life, right? I got 2 little girls. It's a lot.
Yeah.
So mindset is ultimately what she's really helped me with. And then accountability. And just now she's really teaching me how to become the best business owner that I can be.
Okay.
Tracking my numbers and just doing what it is that I need to do. And then, God, I just could go on and on. I'm which one do I say? But
how often do you check in with your coach?
Once a week.
Okay.
Yep. So it's a 30-minute call.
And you kind of have some homework that you need to make sure you're ready for?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And like I said, I've been in coaching for years now. And this one, I would just be okay, I'll just get on the call. And I'm no, not with this one, right? I have to make sure that I have whatever because we're like this. And she's no nonsense, which works well with my personality. It might not work well with everybody. I'm scared of her, and that's a good thing.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, do you recommend a brand new agent getting a coach right away?
I would say yes.
You would?
I mean, if not a coach, at least a mentor.
Okay.
But I always tell everybody you need to be in coaching. Is it a financial commitment? Absolutely.
Of course.
But I'm going to double my business this year. I'm not even that money that I paid to her is nothing, obviously, right? And I didn't get there if it weren't for her. And I was able to meet her at a super pivotal moment in my life. I'm going through a divorce and all of that, and that's hard. And to keep going, and for her to just be you got this, I'm proud of you. And also get your stuff together, So it's but I think that everybody needs a coach. I mean, all the greats have a coach, so yeah, I'm a big advocate.
You doubled your volume?
Yeah.
This last year? Mm-hmm. What's your goal for 2026 volume-wise?
60 units.
Let's go.
Yeah. I can do it.
60 families served, as
That's right.
Keller Williams would say.
That's right. That's right. 100%. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's a good goal.
Yeah.
You can do it. What do you think is the biggest opportunity for agents right now? And the reason I ask that, just to give context, is it's a tough market.
Yep.
I think a lot of agents got into the market, 3-4 years ago when it wasn't a tough market.
Right.
And now they're looking around okay, I got to work a little bit harder. What do you think is like the opportunities you're seeing right now?
That a lot of people are getting out because it is a hard market. So if you can just grind, stay focused, do whatever it is that you need to do next year, the year after, like you're going to be good, you know? So it's just one of those things that you just have to commit. Understand that, like at Keller Williams, we say it's a hockey stick, you know? So you're starting, it's like you're going down, you don't see anything, and then whoosh, it goes up. And it's genuine. It happened to me. So I think if you just stay focused, that you'll thrive in the end. I
like that. Just stick to it.
Yeah. The thing is also it's perspective, right? It's a hard market. Is it? I'm doubling my business. I'm not, don't tell my coach, I'm not lead generating every day like I should, you know? Yeah. But you know what I mean? There's room in the market for people that are working. The market pulse last month said that there were 2,551 homes that sold. Divide that by 31, that's 82 homes were sold a day. You can't get one? You can't get two, three? You absolutely can. You know, the 80-20% rule like actually applies. 20% of the agents are doing 80% of the business. Yeah. You know, it's out there. You just got to go get it. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. I like that you said, you know, is it a hard market? I think it is for a lot of people, but it's like, it's not hard if you're willing to put in all the work that it takes. But what's hard about it? Yeah, I think it's just, it's a little slower, I guess would be the reason, or like what's hard. I don't think it's actually like a harder market from my perspective. I'm just seeing like, okay, buyers, it's a little tougher for them. You know, the affordability is down or up. How do you say that? Yeah. And there's just some obstacles, I guess. But if you're willing to work for it, then you're for sure going to stand out in this market. Yeah. And the 20/80 rule is very true. Yeah. And it's all about just providing education. Like, you know, you got to really be into the data and the numbers and all of that and help people to understand, you know, the national average interest rate is 6%. So it's not, you know, but people are stuck in the COVID times where it was 2, 3, 4. Yeah. It's not going to happen again. That's not reality. And God forbid, I do not want to be in that market ever again. I mean, obviously it's great for, you know, affordability, but it was crazy times. What's the biggest lesson that you've learned in your real estate career so far? The biggest lesson. Yeah, you can take a second on it. I know that's kind of a big one. That tomorrow's another day and everything's going to be okay. That there are no real fires in real estate, and that everything is figure outable. And then if it's not, then it's not meant to be. Yeah. Is that good? No, it is good, actually. I think that's good, just like life advice, to be honest. It's like everything is figure outable. Yeah. Yeah. So you want to start a team. You want to do 60 units next year. Those are big goals. Yeah. If you're a brand new agent getting into this market and they want to start to look at some goals like that, what are like the first 1 or 2 things that they should do? Brand new agent just got their license. I think figure out what lead generation tactic works best for you. Okay. You know, I tried everything, and I recognize that I'm a people person. So this one-on-one is better for me. Sure, I can call FSBOs, I can call expireds. Yeah. Now I have a thick skin. When I started, you know, being rejected was like, not knowing what to say, et cetera. You know, it was hard. So I think finding your outlet, and then I think just committing 100% to it. And I think also you need to be on social media, period. Yeah. Do you do anything to stay top of mind to past clients other than social media? Oh, 100%. Yeah, we send them, to our whole database. We send monthly newsletters. For our past clients, we do monthly giveaways. We do 3 to 4 appreciation events a year. And then I try to, again, a lot of them become my friends. You do 3 to 4 appreciation events a year? Yeah. That's a lot. Yeah. I feel like that's more than most people would do. Are you... do you do kind of the same thing every year, like the same style of events? No. So and that's the hard part, right? Because like last year, my best event was I rented out a suite for the Solar Bears game. Oh, cool. So great. So fun. I'm like, this year I was like, how am I going to top that? You know, like how do I continue to level up? But it was like the best attended one. No one canceled. It was so fun. So yeah, we try to do something different. We've done paint nights, we've done photos, we've done pie giveaways, we've done, we've done so much. We rented out a movie theater. It's just nice to be able to, ultimately it's about the touch to just say like, listen, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for being our client, and also all the referrals. Yeah. And this is how we want to get back to you. Hopefully you can come, but if not, at least we connected. And then I have an opportunity to just reach out without being like, who do you know that's looking to buy yourself? Yeah, absolutely. You know what's funny about the Solar Bears? When I was
when I was a kid, like young kid, I went to a Solar Bears game and one of the pucks came over the wall, and I have the puck still.
That's
from,
awesome.
I was like 30 years old. Like,
That's
it's
cool.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That's awesome.
Well, I think that's about it for my questions. You have done a lot in this market. I appreciate you coming on and just giving us the time.
Yeah, thank you. It's an honor.
If somebody wants to reach out to you, what's the best way?
Yeah, just my handle is my name, Suzette Berkhalter, and it's on all platforms.
Perfect. Appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, thank you.
And that's a wrap on this episode of Real Estate Visionaries.
Thank you.
Thank you.